Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Florence and this is my introduction PowerPoint for 21st Century Literacies and Technology. I am excited about taking this class and I look forward to learning new ways that I can teach literacy through technology in my classroom this coming school year. I figured I would tell you a little bit about my educational journey. I went to a small private school, kindergarten through 12th grade, and when I was in high school, I decided to pursue my career as a private pilot, and so I got my private pilot's license when I was a senior in high school. And I thought that when I graduated, I wanted to go pursue a career in professional flight. And so I went to Indiana State University my first 2 years of school, and I continued to pursue my flight career. And after 2 years, I decided that it was more of a hobby than a passion for me. And so after my sophomore year, I moved back home and I started school at Indiana University Southeast. And I got my degree in special education there. And so that is what I teach now, is special ed. I started my teaching career at Zachary Taylor Elementary back in 2015, and when I started, I was a mid-year hire with JCPS, and I was placed in a MSD self-contained classroom. My first year, I had 4 students and 2 assistants, so there was 3 adults and 4 children, and so we had a great year. It was a positive learning experience for me, and the kids were wonderful. My assistants were wonderful. They were full of knowledge, and they just really helped me my first year of teaching. I planned on returning to that position the following year. However, my principal called me midsummer, and he asked me if I would be open to taking a position as a ECE resource teacher. So I told him I would do whatever he needed me to do, and so he moved me to the resource position where I began teaching 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And so this is the position that I'm still in now, and I have learned so much in this position. But 2 things that I have learned and that I love the most about this position are the ECE team that I work with. I included this picture in the top right corner of the PowerPoint, and this is a picture of my ECE team. All of these ladies are extremely supportive. They bring so much knowledge and different skills to our meetings. They're always willing to collaborate and share ideas. They're just very supportive. And so it's been wonderful working with them. And then the bottom picture is a picture of the 5th grade teachers that I get to collaborate with every day. And back when I started in this job 3 years ago, this team opened their doors and welcomed me into their classroom, and they have been so supportive and just kind the whole time I've been working with them. They are extremely knowledgeable about the 5th grade content, and they collaborate with me and it's just been such a great experience. They have grown to be some of my greatest friends in this job, and I really enjoy working with them. I have found that teaching is so enjoyable, and your kids have, or your students have, a better experience when you approach their education as a team and you're collaborating together to make sure that they are receiving the best instruction that they can. And so working with this team, they do that. They welcome my kids into their classroom. They provide all of their accommodations. They're always willing to work with me on different strategies that I want to try, or just, welcoming me into their classroom for support throughout any content area. So that's just two things that I really enjoy about my job. Okay, so one of the things that I have grown to love, or found that I love about my position as an ECE resource teacher, is that I get to have my students for 3 consecutive years. And so this picture that I included on the left is a picture of me and my three of my 5th grade boys that just graduated this past year. And something special about them is I got them my first year of teaching in this ECE resource position, and they were in 3rd grade. And so I have had the pleasure of teaching them their 3rd grade year, 4th grade year, and 5th grade year. And so I think that that's just such a cool experience to have as a teacher, because not only did these boys and I develop a really strong relationship, but I also got to know their interest very well. I got to know, their strengths and their weaknesses, and I really got to plan my instruction for them very explicitly, to make sure that I was meeting their needs the best I could. And so not only did that apply for academics, but also for behavior, and it's especially cool with these 3 to have watched them mature over the 3 years that I had them. And so they were very special to me, and that group of kids was. But another thing that I really love about my ECE resource position is that I get to teach in small group setting, and I feel like, or I am a firm believer in, all students can learn, and I feel like having students in a small group setting can be very beneficial to their academic growth. And so I really enjoy getting to work with my kids in small group, but also in one-on-one. And so this little boy that I included a picture of on the right, this is a picture of him and I working one-on-one on sentence composition and doing an activity with word phrases. So it's just really helpful when you can work with your students regularly in a small group or a one-on-one setting and be able to provide them that direct instruction with little distraction going on. Another thing that I have found, and I hope to continue to grow in this area, is implementing technology and hands-on activities in my classroom. I feel that both technology and hands-on activities are very engaging for students, and when my students are engaged in their learning and in their lessons, they are more successful in remembering what they're learning and just really making that connection with the content. Outside of teaching, I am happily married to my husband, John, who is now a CPA for a small accounting firm in Louisville. We met back in 2012, I think, when we were both working at a steakhouse downtown called Eddie Merlot's, and John is also a pilot, and so we had a lot of things in common, and we got married in 2015, and then we had our little girl Sally, who is very wild and full of personality, in 2016, and she has added a lot of excitement to our lives and our little family. And then she's getting a sister in October, so we are looking forward to a adventurous year ahead of us as our family is growing. Some of the fun activities that we like to do together as a family, we all really enjoy going on bike rides and just being outside. Sally loves to go swimming. She loves to play with chalk. Basically anything outdoors, she enjoys it. She really likes going to the park and going on slides, and John and I just enjoy spending a lot of time with her and together as a family.